Hello friends, I'm just going to create a quick tutorial to help you to fill out the GRMOK goal setting sheet. It's not overly complicated, but I just want to take a moment to explain it. I don't expect you to do this perfectly the first time. You turn in your assignment, we'll talk it over, and I'll help you improve it. If you can do this goal setting sheet well, it's going to help you move forward with your life. Our goal is that you flourish, and so this is a tool that we've developed to help you to flourish. So you'll see this first page on it. We want you to draw up a dream for each one of those time segments. You have that dream of ultimately at the end of your life, what it's going to look like. If you want to hear my version of the story, you can come visit us at the Forging Past the Felony. It's usually Mondays at 4 o'clock in the Bankston Chapel. But I know if you're working, you probably don't have time to do that. But basically create a story that includes those areas that are circled in those boxes, that has that red box around it, something physical, mental, spiritual, social, and create the story of what that looks like. And the more imagination you use, the more senses you use in the telling of your story. So add something that you can taste within your story, something you can hear within your story, a certain tone, a certain feeling. Add all that in. So you have ultimately what you want to do for your life, and then you have the next box, which is should be a lesser version of that. You're moving toward that ultimate dream. So you start with the ultimate dream, and then you go about a year out, 2 years out, whatever you want to do right there in that middle box, and then you have 6 months out. So 6 months from now, if you're moving toward your dream, what does that look like? And again, all three are a story that you are going to write, and you write it into those little boxes. You can expand those boxes. You can write it on a separate sheet of paper, whatever it takes. But create that story to help you do that, and make sure you're including all those areas in that red box: that physical, mental, spiritual, social, professional, parenting, if that applies to you, relationships, families, all those things. Make sure you're working on those things. Once you have that dream, then you start working on the actual details of what you're doing here. Now, I'm going to include a secondary video that will talk to you about the 6 human needs, and they're listed right there. But as you're doing your goal setting worksheet, once you take a look at this, set a goal that's physical, something you would like to be able to achieve physically. This might be so many push-ups, or run so far, or a certain time be able to get things done, be able to go so far, or be so fast, or whatever it might be. Something physical, something mental, something spiritual, something social, and something professional. And then what is that type of goal? Is it something you're going to do consistently, or is it something you're going to do one time? For example, I have a goal that come next September, when we have our Hometown Hope Run, that I will do a 5K, 3.1 miles, carrying an 80-pound rucksack, carrying the American flag. And so that is my goal, and that's a one-time deal. But along the way, I have some other physical goals in order to prepare myself to be able to do that. So it's either long-term, or is it a one-time thing, or is it a consistent when I keep doing it? Like, I want to read my Bible every single day, and I want to read 5 pages every single day. So you want to be very specific. And make sure you're making these goals something that is smart, and you have those listed at the top: specific, measurable, attainable. All those you have listed there at the top, so it gives you some clues on how to do a good, solid goal. And then what is that human need that is meeting? But I will give you another video so you can learn more about what these mean. But what need are you meeting by accomplishing that goal? If you can identify that need and what need you are accomplishing with that, you're going to have a much more powerful goal to accomplish. And then what is the actual targets, and what are your measurements? What are you using to pull off these goals? So do this goal setting worksheet, get it back to me, and we'll work on fine tuning it. Again, I'm not expecting any kind of perfection. I'm just trying to help you move forward with your life. You have a great day, and we'll talk soon.